it's Amy Kay, and welcome back to Sim by Design with another Sims 4 speed build. And like I said last week, I am recording a ton of speed builds while I have a day off. But this one I'm pretty excited about. I was looking at some reference pictures and I got an idea for I want to do a modern apartment, but I think I'm going to hold off on that until if they announce a new city expansion pack or stuff pack. Well, I don't think it'll be a stuff pack, but I'm going to hold off on any more apartments or anything like that until if they do announce for the next expansion pack a city apartment type thing, which I really hope is coming in the next expansion pack. But this one is a modern townhouse. Since I couldn't do an apartment, I decided to do a townhouse. This one is inspired by a couple images I found online. And if you have ever watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, there is a scene, I believe it's in like the season finale of this past season. They're in someone's apartment and there's this like cool bookshelf wall doorway kind of thing. It's like an archway, but it's got bookshelves on either side of it and above it. And I kind of tried to do something like that, which you'll probably see towards the end. This one took me forever and I didn't think it would, because the last build I did right before I built this one took me like an hour and a half ish, and this one took me like almost 3 hours, which I don't know. I think I just went so much more in depth decorating this one than I did last week's video. But I love how this turned out. I have those like wooden doors. I thought that they were in the middle wall height, and I was so upset because I wouldn't have been able to use them. But then I found them and I thought the red one would be kind of cool, because I did mostly a black and white-ish type color scheme throughout parts of the house. Like the bathrooms are like all the same black and white. The kitchen is very industrial. It's kind of a hodgepodge of everything, but I thought that red doors would be a kind of a cool touch. But once I started doing some stuff, the red just didn't feel right, so I changed it to black. You'll see that in a minute. But the way I did this house is I furnished most everything. Like, I furnished the bathrooms, and then I did the kitchen and the living room, but I didn't do decorations. I just kind of put stuff where I wanted it, and then I go back in and do some heavy decorating, and then the landscaping, which is very minimal. I didn't do much landscaping in this, and I think it turned out pretty awesome. I am so happy with it. It is a hodgepodge of pretty much like a whole bunch of different things. Well, I'm going to adjust my microphone real quick. It's going to make some noise. It is a hodgepodge of a bunch of different, like, kind of, I guess, genres of design. The kitchen is very industrial. The dining room is more of a boho kind of feel, because I used a lot of the movie hangout stuff and the backyard stuff, I believe. Maybe a spa day chair. It's very like boho-esque. The bedroom, I think the master bedroom is kind of modern. The bathrooms are very modern, and the living room and study area, which I'm starting the bookshelf archway thing right now, which I kind of make into more of a bookshelf desk, like a big desk unit type thing. Which I really love the way it turned out. It's super cool. But I think that's more of like what I do at the end. And I didn't, by the time I decorated from kind of like the top down, when I do like the heavy duty decorating. So I did like, I think I started decorating the kids' bedroom, which is on the second level first. And then I do the master bedroom, and then I do the kitchen, dining room, and then go down to the living room and study. And by the time I had gotten down to the last floor, I was so over doing decorating. Like, so over that I didn't even want to do any of the landscaping. So the landscaping is very bare. It's literally just like 2 trees and some bushes and flowers around the like the front of the outside. I didn't do much in the back. I did remember a mailbox. I noticed a couple weeks ago I completely forgot the mailbox. It was in my LA build. I forgot to add the mailbox during the build, and I forgot to say that I added the mailbox before I uploaded it to the gallery. But there is a mailbox on the LA house on the gallery. And I remembered a trash can, because I don't think I remembered a trash can at all in the LA house. But I just want to say I love that LA house. It's probably my absolute favorite. I am 400% sure that I'm going to do another one. I just have to find the right picture, because all the pictures I found right now aren't like, they're very similar to the one I did, which I'm okay with, but I don't want it to be exactly the same. And, or the pictures I found are like gigantic houses that I wouldn't want to do anything with, because it would just be like so annoying to furnish it all. And so this is the next day. I was up. Did I say that? Yeah, I was up for like 6 hours last night, like building a bunch. Well, I did like 2 builds. I did like stayed up for like 6 hours doing 2 builds last night. And then I woke up this morning to finish this build, and it looked super like boxy and square, so I decided it would be a good idea to kind of branch some parts out. And so that's what I was doing with the balcony and this kids' room. I just thought it would look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I guess is the word I'm looking for. The kids' room is very much kids' room stuff. And I took a leaf out of Deligracy's book and did like the one like panel of color on a wall. So I did like a whole wall of like blue, and then I did one like little stripe of blue over the entry door, because I thought it looked kind of cool. And even though this is blue, I did picture it more as a girl's room, because I added a ton of pink, and then I added that string of lights, which seemed more girly to me than would be for a guy. Maybe she's like a tomboy who likes pink. Who knows? But I really love the kids' room. I think it looks pretty cool. I put that stuffed animal on the edge of the bed. I believe they can still get into bed that way. Don't quote me on that, but I've put like a desk over the end of the bed, and I believe that they can still get into bed that way. So I think having the stuffed animal on the end of the bed is no problem. They just kind of clip through it. And now I'm going to start on the master bedroom. I kind of went through a lot of different choices here, but I think I end up with this bed, but in like white and blue, so it's very similar to the kids' room. I did a white and blue theme in the master bedroom as well, but I added a closet instead of a dresser. Or like a wardrobe. I added a wardrobe in the kids' room, and then I didn't do it in this. And I did the same thing. I did a stripe of that blue by the clock, which I think looks kind of cool. It makes that like pop really well. And I think that's everything. I think that's everything about that build. Maybe if I'll see something, I'll interrupt my story time, but I don't really have much story time to tell you, because I literally just told my stories in my last build. But I did see Spaceballs and American Graffiti for the first time the past 2 weeks, which is astonishing to me. I feel like I would have seen them at least one point in my life, going through film school or something, but I guess my film teachers didn't think they were good enough movies to watch. But I have a book that's like 1001 movies you need to watch before you die. And that's one of the, well, American Graffiti was, but Spaceballs wasn't. But I still watch Spaceballs anyways because the theater that I go to, because one of my hobbies is going to the movies by myself on a weekly basis. I go like maybe twice a week. Yeah. People think I'm crazy and weird, but I love going to the movies by myself. I am one of those types of people that if you start talking to me during a movie, especially a good one or one I haven't seen before or my favorite movie, I get really upset. Like, my mom does that to me when we're watching movies. She's, like, asking me questions and all this stuff. I'm like, Mom, are you kidding me? I'm trying to watch this movie. This is the first time I've seen it, too. I don't know what's happening just as much as you do. But, anyways, the movie theater that I go to has this, like, flashback cinema kind of thing. So, every week, they show, like, an old movie. This week it was American Graffiti, last week it was Spaceballs, and I think next week it's The Big Lebowski, which I have seen. I am excited to go see it again. I've seen so many different movies, like new movies or old movies that I have, actually every single movie that I've seen besides Spaceballs and American Graffiti, I had already seen. So it's nice to kind of go in there and see some movies that I haven't seen before. Like, I went and saw Jaws, Jurassic Park, the first and the last, not like the Shia LaBeouf one, but the first Indiana Jones and the last Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, which I grew up watching those movies because they're my dad's favorite movies. So it was so cool to see movies that I grew up watching and never had seen in the theaters, like actually seeing them in the theaters, because that's like my favorite way to see a movie. But yeah, let me know what your favorite movie is in the comments below. I could never pick a favorite movie. Like, it's astonishing to me how, I mean, like, I love the Harry Potter series. Like, Harry Potter is my life. And I love Disney movies. I could probably pick a favorite Disney movie. Definitely Aladdin. But it could also be Beauty and the Beast. I don't know, because I loved Beauty and the Beast when I was younger. But I love Aladdin. Because who doesn't love Aladdin and Robin Williams as the genie? But I love Harry Potter. I love Lord of the Rings. Like, it's just hard for me not to pick, it's hard for me to pick just one favorite. Because I could have a favorite in every genre, or, like, all kinds of stuff. But let me know what you guys think. Favorite movie in the comments below. And if you didn't give me, any tips to help me fall asleep better last week, give them to me this week, because I still need some. I know I only said that like 20 minutes ago in my time, but for you it's been a week, so if you didn't give me any, please give me some. I need some advice on how to help me fall asleep. I don't want to have to listen to Linkin Park again to fall asleep. I mean, I don't mind listening to Linkin Park, and if you don't understand what I'm saying or know what I'm talking about, go watch last week's video. It's super short. It's, But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Enjoy the screenshots. I haven't taken them yet, but I'm sure they're amazing. You can find this video, I'm all over the place today. You can find this house on the gallery, Modern Townhouse, I believe is what it's called. And you can also search Sim by Design. The link for the download is in the description as always. Follow me on Twitter at Sim by Design. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I do a new video every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've been doing it for over a year, and I'm not going to stop until I die, because I love doing this, or I run out of ideas. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen. But subscribe if you're new. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Share it with your friends. Let's grow this family. And you know what? We're getting a fairly big group on here. If you guys have an idea of what you want to be called, because I know a lot of people call their subscribers different things, leave a comment in the description, because that would be so fun. I can just, like, instead of just saying, hey, welcome back to Sim by Design, I could say, hey, whatever you guys want to be called, welcome back to Sim by Design. But leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. have a great weekend, whatever. And I will talk to you guys next week with another video. Bye.